in the bathroom. My brother locked the door. And he was banging on the door and putting a knife under the door. And he was like, just take a step forward. I don't know if he was going to stab his toes. But he was like, I'm done. I'm not having it no more.
This is the moment. This is the breaking point.
But he did that stuff like that often. He was like, he's nuts. I mean, my cousin pulled a knife on him. And he walked up to her and put the knife on his stomach. He was like, push it. I was like, this nigga's gone. He's insane. Gone.
That's insane.
I was like, that's a different. He was like,
I do not want to be stabbed. I call me a whole ass. When I look at stabbings, I be like, I want those parts. You know what I'm saying? Oh, the stab.
I knew she was gonna do it. I was like, still.
What if she did? There's the what if. People be dying for less out here.
He is nuts.
Y'all tell us in the comment section. Are y'all the youngest and are y'all the most violent?
Kendrick definitely is.
I feel like, you know. And I'm chill. I've chilled out a long time ago. But like when I was a kid, though, the temper was real. I just be like, I fought everybody.
I was always a chill. I'm a limits person. I'm real chill. I can hold it, chill, and then, but once the switch happens, then, you know, at that point, all bets are off. At that point, if he dies, he dies. Like, I don't, you know, and that's what Keith is. Keith is the switch. Keith is chill, and then it's just, once it switches, like, this thing's insane. Like, it's, yeah, the switch is, but Kyron, he's just temper. And then, so his son, my nephew, he's the same way. He's like, he got another fight today. You know, some kid pushing down the stairs. I mean, not down the stairs, down the slide. You know, kids be impatient.
Yeah.
Push him down the slide, so he waiting at the bottom of the steps. He's like, you want to fuck? Like, you know, kids be impatient. Yeah. Push him down the slide, so he waiting at the bottom of the steps. He's like, you want to fuck? Like, you know, kids be impatient. Yeah. Push him down the slide, so he waiting at the bottom of the steps. He's like, you want to fuck?
I just want to look into the sun and say, no,
He waiting at the bottom of the steps. He's like, you want to fight? I was like, this just from a foot down the slide?
Did he push you when you were already formed?
No, I don't know, but he was ready to go.
You know what I'm saying? Like, if you push me and I'm still standing up at the top, I could have fell face first to the. But if I was sitting and then you push me, thanks. You made the slide. I got a little bit more, you know, force over it.
You ready to go? Just like it's dead. Just like it's dead.
Maya, what you got for us, man?
Well, this morning, Earthquake shared a clip. I don't know if you watched it. We watched it when we came here, but I don't know if the people at home saw the clip from the Revolt Summit. And Earthquake shared a clip of Candace Owens.
It seems like only yesterday we were here for Super Bowl 52 and now back for the road to the Super Bowl here in the Twin Cities at US Bank Stadium. Today we continue on in Wild Card Weekend with a great NFC matchup between the San Francisco 49ers and the Minnesota Vikings. Win or go home is the mantra, and off we go. We're underway in this NFC Wild Card game. Fielded about a yard deep. And he'll get it up to about the 26-yard line just across the...
Let's go.
Take over first and 10 at their own 26-yard line.
Right there.
Here we go, here we go, here we go. 180!
You must be getting tired of seeing me. No. Off.
They'll run for the first time with Tevin Coleman. And he's able to take this one up to the 35-yard line. 10 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be second down.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice, solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
Here we go.
Still a few inches short of a first down as they come up now on second down.
Thank you, baby.
Get that ball. Kill.
That's what you get. Did I hurt?
No, I hit that.
On second down, it's
Nails.
Coleman. And this carry not as productive. He's swallowed up at the line of scrimmage.
Thank you, baby.
They'll say no gain on the play, so it was looking good, but nothing there. Now it's third down and inches.
Here we go,
An early test for this defense. Here we go on third and inches. They'll try and run for it here. It's Coleman, and he's going to have the first down at about the 38. 2 yards and able to get the first down in the process. Defense had a chance to get off the field here on the opening drive, couldn't do it.
I know that we go into these meetings with coaches, and sometimes maybe we can get, a little bit numb because they're always going to talk about how important third down is, aren't they? Offense and defense. In this case, one capitalized, and the other, as you said, had a chance to get off the field and didn't get it done.
Here we go.
The last run good for 2. Here's second and 8.
11.
Tight dog. Check 43.
Garoppolo going to hand this one to Coleman. And he tried to bounce it outside, but they'll stop him behind the line. A second down play results in a loss of 2 yards.
I like the strategy. Extra tight ends, extra beef. They want to run the football, but that means they probably want to run it inside. If you get strung out on the perimeter,
Here we go.
You're in peril. Yeah, we saw the result. Negative yardage.
Hey, I'm coming.
21.
Mike 54. Mike 50.
Hey, Charlie.
Hey, watch the slant. Hey, watch that. Check Mike Henry.
Throwing is Garoppolo on third down. Pressure coming from the Vikings, and they get there and bring him down. Everson Griffin coming in to drop him for a loss of 8, and it also brings up fourth. So on fourth down, here's the Australia native Mitch Wishnowski to punt this one away.
They can't help it. You gotta see what's going on in the world.
That'll wind up being a 50-yard punt, though they do get 10 back on the return. And the Vikings will take over here, first and 10. Cousins and the Vikings with a first and 10 at their own 28-yard line. He'll find Thielen working the middle. And they've got it well across midfield down to the 40 before it's all said and done. Too far downfield, something those linemen have to watch out for, and that time it costs them.
Hot. 180.
Mike 54. Hey, pick it up, defense. Let's go. Shoot.
Cousins gives way to Cook. And he'll take it forward for about 5 up to the 28-yard line.
All right, Brand, I know we're in the early going here, but those kind of runs, they're going to open up a world of opportunities for this offense going forward.
Watch the flood.
Zebra.
Watch the flood.
Hot.
On second down, it's Cook. Now this will go for 5 up to the 33.
There we go, D. That's the way to hit.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
Brings up third and 5.
Hot. 180.
54. Hey, let's get some penetration.
Gun.
Let's get some penetration. Hey, watch that.
Cousins from the gun on third. Open man is Thielen. It's complete. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. A pickup of 24 on the third down conversion.
Gun. Hey, we're good, we're good.
Mike 5-4, Mike 5-4, Mike 5-4.
I want that. Give me that ball, defense. Give me that ball.
From the shotgun, it's Cousins. It's caught on the right side. It's Smith. And he's taken down inside the 30. Back-to-back nice gains. That one for 14 yards and another first.
When this offense can get their tight ends involved, they can move the football. Here, a nice route, able to look it in, and picks up the first down.
And this should be the final play before the quarter ends. Now here's the first carry for Amir Abdullah. No score after one on EA Sports. Second quarter now from Minnesota. It's the Vikings in possession of the football as they've got it with a 1st and 10.
54 Mike.
I'm trying to collect. What's that?
From the red zone now, Cousins. To the end zone, but it's incomplete. He was looking for Adam Thielen there, but it's going to be 2nd down. That's already the 3rd time they've looked his way on this opening drive. He's caught 1 of the 3.
But that doesn't mean they won't continue to go in that direction. It feels like they think they've got something good going there, and they think those numbers are going to increase.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10.
With what?
From the pistol, they run it with Cook. And this play goes nowhere, losing yardage back to the 15. That's a big loss of 3, and it brings up 3rd down.
That didn't appear to be a run blitz. He just darted in once he saw the run develop. That appeared to be a case of see ball, get ball.
Mike 5-4, Mike 5-4.
3rd and long for Cousins.
Set the tone, defense, let's go.
And probably the wise decision there. No one open. He just throws it away. And that keeps the field goal on the table as it's 4th down. So Cousins heads to the Vikings sideline, and on is Dan Bailey to try the field goal. And Bailey able to knock it through. And the Vikings have a 3-0 lead. So still no touchdowns in the first half, but we do have some action on the scoreboard with the field goal.
So maybe now the mentality changes in this game, because anytime you can get to the red zone, and if you don't come away with 6 points, you feel like it's a disappointment. In a game like this one, being able to kick field goals means you're right there, and you're just looking for that big break to take you over the top.
At their own 23-yard line.
The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. This one a little slow to get cooking. Just a 3-0 score line as they begin with a 1st and 10.
Check. Crunch.
And the drive starts with a handoff to Coleman. And he still has yet to get on track in this first half as they're going to stop him behind the line. That'll be a loss of 4 yards on the play. And that's going to make it 2nd and 14.
Here we go. 180.
Mike 54.
11.
Here we go.
Now a give right side, Coleman.
Why are you giving me all the wrong people, man?
Here. He's at the 40, the 20,
Out of here, man.
10, touchdown, 49ers.
Give me the closest guy to the ball.
Coleman, an 80-yard touchdown. And the 49ers have now taken the lead. They talked about stringing together some explosive plays here in the playoffs. It's a pretty explosive play.
It certainly was, and if you're going to win on the road, it certainly helps to have big playability in your hip pocket, doesn't it?
Gold with the extra point, and that makes it a 7-3 lead.
3 damn touchdowns.
After the touchdown, it's Robbie Gould now to kick it away. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken.
drop my plate.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway. And after the field goal last time, we'll see what they can get here. At least they got points out of the last drive, Charles.
I never met an offensive coach that didn't want to drive to end with a kick. Most of them wanted to end with a PAT, right? And this...
The Red Sea parts, and there he goes. Past the 20. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Minnesota.
That's a real run for
Dalvin
the touchdown.
Cook, 75 yards. And the Vikings are going to retake the lead. Not a whole lot to recap on that drive. Just one play, 75 yards to the house.
Yeah, it's a long way to go. And remember, rarely is it a straight line 75 yards, too. Got to have a little extra in there. So whatever the final number is, a well-deserved seat on the bench, a little oxygen if he wants it as well.
Bailey now to kick it away after the touchdown. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And he'll get across the 20 before he's brought down at about the 23-yard line.
At their own 23-yard line.
The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you score points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there. First play of the drive, let's give credit all around. Excellent blocking. The guy carrying the ball, he was the finisher. A really nice run.
The previous run, good for 9. Here's second and a yard.
Check, 13.
They'll run here with Coleman out of the gun. And he'll scratch out only about a yard up to the 32.
I know that speed is the hallmark of today's NFL game, but the key to good rushing defense is still having your linebackers set the edge.
Here we go. Check. Check out.
On third down, here's Coleman. And he will have a first down as they get him to the ground at the 37. They get 5 out of that one, and it moves the chains.
Here we go.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10.
Check, nickel.
They'll run with Coleman.
Y'all done eating?
He's got a first down and then some at midfield. The 30.
Turn that TV off, Tink.
Touchdown, 49ers. Tevin Coleman.
Is Gil down here?
Touchdown here in this first half.
She cleaned her mess up?
The 49ers have retaken the lead. And always a good first half.
Gil!
Hit pay dirt twice.
And it never hurts to have that good feeling as the game moves on. Just think about halftime. If that's all he gets, he'll just sit there at the half and think, all right, 2 already. I can get some more. And he'll be encouraging his offensive line to create some space.
After the touchdown, it's Robbie Gould now to kick it away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line.
You got another game after this? Yes.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. And coming off a one-play drive that was so deflating for the defense.
Yeah, you got to take your mess.
How do they rally here and stop this offense?
Well, hopefully there's some determination that sets in, because they weren't ready
Take, clean up your mess and turn that TV off.
The credit to the offensive guys for getting it done, but to allow a run of that length, that's just not being prepared. So now, are they determined? Are they ready to read their keys and make the proper plays?
And we'll see how determined they are. They had the run for no gain. Now they'll try again from the 25 on second. And the Niners get there and bring him down. D Ford in there to get him. It's a loss of 5.
We said it before the game. I think it's still apparent. If these guys are going to advance in these playoffs, they're going to have to wreak some havoc coming off the edge.
Yeah, wild card round. They told us the wild card could be that defensive pressure. They showed it there. So now after the sack, Cousins and the Vikings come up here 3rd and long. Now Cousins. He's going to fire one deep left sideline. And I think that one might have been intercepted, but he will be ruled out of bounds. So this will go only as incomplete.
3rd down.
Well, that certainly looked like something that they discussed all week in practice, getting ready for this one. Take the big shot right out of the gate. At worst, it'll open up the defense a little bit, loosen them up, have them back on their heels.
And now it's the punter Weil on as he sends this one away. Here comes Pettis on the return. A terrific return there. 27 yards all told. And the Niners set up well. They take over 1st and 10 on the short side of the field.
Here we go, here we go, here we go. 180! I'm coming!
Garoppolo on the draw to Coleman. Yeah, give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6.
I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable 2nd down, a very solid gain on that play.
2. Hey, Foxtrot. 54, right there. 54, Mike. Go ahead.
From the 40 now on 2nd down. Garoppolo, throw complete right side to Cooks. The 49ers now going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the 1st half.
Where you at?
Don't count them out.
I hate shells. I don't take the shells off.
Here we go.
The Niners on 3rd down. They've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 7. From the gun, it's a handoff to Coleman. He's got the 1st down here inside the 30. And he's going to get it all the way down to the 10-yard line. Now San Francisco going to call their 2nd timeout. As it'll come with 36 ticks to go in half number 1.
It's too easy.
Here we go.
So now following the big play, they've got a 1st and goal all the way down at the 10. From the gun, it's Garoppolo. Being chased out left. Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
Well, you know you don't want to make a mistake in that area, so you make sure you make a smart throw. Throw it out towards the sidelines. If you overshoot your guy, so be it. It's just the incompletion that we saw there.
They'll go again here from the 10-yard line on 2nd and goal. This is Coleman. And a short pickup there down to about the 9. Now the Niners going to signal for their 3rd and final timeout as they'll stop it with 25 seconds to go here in half number 1. So Garoppolo off. Coming on is the veteran Robbie Gould for the 49er field goal. From the left hash, a chip shot here. And the 14-year trusty veteran able to knock it through. And that moves him up by a touchdown now at 17-10. Still a little bit of time left here in the 2nd quarter, but they do get 3 before the half and expand that lead.
And they have to be happy about that, and we haven't met a team yet that doesn't put an emphasis on trying to get points on the board in the last 2 minutes of a half. They'll be real excited to have those up on the board.
The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. We're under 20 seconds to go in the half. I'm guessing the wise play here is be safe.
That is the wise play, because if you think about trying to fool them here, here's what you're facing. You're facing a loosened up secondary, playing a lot deeper than normal. So even if you run some type of misdirection, you're only going to fool them for a second or so. And guess what? They're so deep, they're really not going to be out of position. Take the knee, get to the locker room.
56, Mike, 56, right there, 56.
From the 24, Cousins. It's complete to Laquan Treadwell. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see. So the big play gets him across midfield now for 1st and 10.
In your face.
Gun. Hey, no, easy.
Did she?
54 Mike. 54 Mike. Check.
Hey, wahoo.
3 bud. Mike 5-4. Mike 5-4. Mike 5-4.
Check.
Final play of the half.
Where are you going, cousin?
He's going to be sacked. They
You didn't
sack
press
him
it. I didn't
back
even press
right
the
at the
button.
midfield stripe. And with just 1 second remaining in the first half, they'll call the timeout. Try to get one more in here before the quarter breaks. They'll throw now on the final play. The left side caught by Diggs. So we come upon halftime here in this NFC wildcard matchup. As we'll send you down to Orlando and we check in with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. One of these two teams about to play their final half of the season as we're back at it in this NFC wildcard bout. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And he's able to get it across the 20, but not by much as he's marked down at the 21-yard line. The Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway. They're close game, but they're going to need to do a little bit better probably here in half 2, no?
I would agree with that totally. I would guess it in the locker room. They talked about cleaning up some of the errors, but overall, I think they wanted to be positive.
Come on,
Guys,
Thielen,
we're
go
right there.
and
Just
get
not
the
playing
ball,
as well as
bro.
we need to. Let's pick it up, and we still have a chance to win this game.
What was that?
We'll see if they can pick it up. From the 21, it's 2nd and 10.
Let's go, defense. Let's get out the field.
Cousins setting up the screen for Cook. And this one will go to the 28-yard line.
For a second there, I thought that might break big. Screen pass. Looked like it was coming together. Looked like there was an opening. Still, ended up with a solid game.
The second down completion got him 7. Now here's 3rd and 3. On the ground, it's Cook. And he gets it to the 34. Good enough for the first. Able to get what they need to keep the drive going with a 6-yard pickup on 3rd down. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10.
What just happened?
Two. Hey, Alpha.
Oh, God, man.
Working out of the gun, Cousins. The throw left side complete to Treadwell. The completion good for 3, and it's 2nd down.
Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion that would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication. And as he dragged across each zone, you see him pointing, communicating. There he is, and they passed him off to each defender. Ended up making a nice play, even though it was complete.
And this one taken in on the right sideline, but not in the field of play. They say it's incomplete. The throw led him a little too far. It brings up 3rd down. They head to the line facing a 3rd and 7 following the incompletion on 2nd down.
Hey, can. Gun.
Check call. Mike 5-4. Mike 5-4.
List 50.
Come on, D. Kill.
Hey, steamer.
Right there. 54, right there.
From the gun, here's Cousins. Open man is Taylor. He's got it. His first catch of this wild card game, and it's good for a 1st down.
That was a nicely run slant route, and what the receiver's trying to do is make the defender think he's going upfield for a deeper route, and then breaks it off, usually after about 3 to 4 steps, and cuts towards the middle of the field. And now what he's trying to do is use his body to keep the defender away from the football and get...
And a big one us here as he's taken down. D Ford able to get in there for his second sack of the afternoon.
That's his second sack of the game. And the best defensive ends, they do their homework as much as offensive guys do. They know how to beat the offensive lineman across from them, what moves they need to do to set them up. This guy's been pretty good at it all game long.
And now a hook up downfield on second down. A gain there of 30 big ones.
It's your first drive of the second half. You're down on the scoreboard. Maybe you just say to yourself, let's take a shot, see if we can shake them up. And boy, they hit that one.
So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for 1st and 10. First down, here's the run with Cook. And he was able to shed the tackle, but the reserves come in for the stop. A gain of 3, second down.
What's the old expression, 3 yards in a cloud of dust? In this case, it's dust-covered pellets. It's no longer that old grass that we used to play on, right, and chew it up. Now we've got that artificial surface. You see the pellets go up. Still a nice play by the defense.
Yellow, yellow, yellow. Right there, 54, right there, 54 Mike. Watch the run.
From the 35 on second down, Cousins.
Oh, Thielen!
Incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's
How you
second down.
drop that?
We have not seen a whole lot of wide open receivers. Everything seemingly has been contested.
And that's another nice job there to force an incompletion. They've been very cohesive, knowing each other's moves all game long, and they've been on the spot just about every time.
And they've held them in check on the scoreboard. Throwing, Cousins.
Watch the screen.
And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off at the 12. First possession of the third quarter, an interception, so maybe a second half tone setter.
Indeed, and not the tone they wanted to set. That's the equivalent of running out the wrong door and running into your pool instead of running out onto the field. A real dud for that one.
Has that happened to you before?
No, but I've heard stories about teams actually doing that back in the good old days.
Pretty nice work defensively there on the first down run as they hold him to a gain of a couple. The tackle there by Mark Barron.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
They will run again with Coleman.
Yeah, of course.
And now nothing but green.
Look at that run blocking. He should have to do about
50, 30, 10.
Wide receivers block like tight ends.
49ers. Kevin Coleman saving his best for the playoffs with his third touchdown of the game. And the Niners are able to stretch their lead. Still plenty of time left in the game, but now starting to pull away a little bit. Get some breathing room with that one.
And I don't want people to think that NFL locker rooms are cookie cutter, that everyone's saying the exact same thing in every situation. But I do know that all 32 teams have an emphasis on starting fast. Game, second half, no matter what. Whether it's first 5 minutes, first 3, whatever. This was a big score to start the second half.
This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line.
The Vikings take over 1st and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. And here we are almost through 3 quarters of play, and this passing game still is not really good. Down he goes. The 49ers get there. DeForest Buckner breaking through to get him to the ground. It's a loss of 7. And this will probably be the last play of the quarter.
Oh, you got deep?
So trash.
Now Cook running right. And he's going to lose yardage here back to the 14-yard line.
That's it. That's it. Big hit. Hey, yo. Let's set a tone, fellas. Let's set a tone. Hey, orbit.
Throwing his Cousins. And able to catch it on the left sideline, but they're going to rule him out of bounds.
Why did you not stay in bounds, man?
Certainly one they'd like to have.
What are you stepping out for?
Down.
crazy, man. Fucking a 90-something overall wide receiver.
They're indeed going to go for it here on 4th down. So trailing here in the last quarter. Let's see how this plays out.
Treat this motherfucker like a bomb.
I got you, pop. 56 is the mic. 56 is the mic. Let's go.
Now Cousins on 4th down.
Get ready. Get ready. Get ready.
And he's able to find Diggs. And way up past the 35 before he's taken down. The time to pull out the stops is now, and they convert there on 4th down. Lets it fly.
Where are you throwing the ball, man?
And that is incomplete. Took a shot there on 1st down.
Trying to throw the ball.
Give
him the ball.
This defense was definitely alert to the possibility of the deep ball, and they were more than ready for it.
They've got the lead, 4th quarter. Maybe can expect more passes like that downfield. A 10th carry in the game for Cook. And they bring him to the ground just shy of midfield.
Oh, that's one to warm the hearts of all those old school football players, isn't it? Tough, hard, gritty run. Got behind his pads, bowled over a few people. Look at that one, right up the gut.
Saw it through 3 quarters. No reason to lighten up now.
All right, now here we go.
1st down. Here's Cousins. And that'll wind up incomplete.
Hold on.
Trying to give his man room to run under it, but it's 2nd down.
One of the toughest things about playing defensive back is pattern reading, trying to figure out what they're doing. And on that one, they had to fly, just sending a guy downfield with the in route accompanying it, what people call a dagger route, trying to hit the guy underneath after the clear out. In this case, though, they're not able to get it done.
Yeah, they said forget the underneath route. They went for the guy on the fly, but as you said, incomplete. His 2nd catch of this wild card game, and it goes for a 1st down. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Cousins now. And that will be incomplete. Would have been a big hitter if they had connected. Instead, it's 2nd down. I know he wants to get his team back in the game, but a 50-50 ball right there that maybe was a little questionable.
Yeah, he's pretty lucky to get that one back. I think that sometimes these quarterbacks play with a lot of confidence that borders on arrogance, and that can put your team in
God, that was a terrible
Especially
throw.
maybe one looking some safer routes after the interception he had that ended their last drive. His 1st catch of this wild card game, and it's good for a 1st down. They'll run on 1st down. It's Cook. And stopped a few yards shy of the goal line at the 3. Another strong gain on the last 2 plays. They've moved it a combined 33 yards. They'll run for it with Cook. And he'll get in. Touchdown, Minnesota. Dalvin Cook, his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon, as his guys are back within a single score. Bailey got the extra point, and now things get a bit more interesting here in this 4th quarter. Bailey now to kick it away after the touchdown. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And he'll take this one near the 25, call it the 26-yard line.
Go.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. Right now clinging to a 1-score lead, Charles, and I think operating within that 4-minute offense.
Why are you waiting?
4 minutes to go applies here.
Go get him.
It certainly does, and that means the playbook is still wide open. But you are a little bit more careful about what you're calling. You want plays they're going to gain yardage, how would you say it, consistently, right? You don't need the big shots downfield, but make sure the clock continues to run. Pile up the 1st down. And the goal, end the game with your quarterback kneeling down at the end, and you still have the lead.
And he's dropped just before the line to gain. 4-yard pickup leaves him with 3rd and 1.
And this is an absolutely big third down that's been set up here, partner, and there's no other way to put it. The defense has to get a stop here if they have any hopes of winning this game.
Has to. You said big third down. I'd put the word big in capital letters here. Here we go, 3rd and 1. Gut check time on both sides. Here's Coleman. And he is going to have the first down, and that is going to suck the life right out of this crowd. 4 yards on the pickup, good enough to extend the drive. 4th quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a 1-score game. So it's 49er football here as we get you reset. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. On 1st down.
Oh, my God, bro. His run block.
Down all the way inside the Minnesota 10. A big play there for the Niners. 56 yards. It's 1st and goal and a late touchdown at this stage. Could officially salt this one away. They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And he'll take this into the end zone for a San Francisco touchdown. A 5-yard touchdown run. And the Niners are able to stretch their lead. Gold able to tack on the extra point. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. After the touchdown, it's Robbie Gould now to kick it away. That's fielded in the end zone. And he'll wind up about 4 yards shy of where he would have been if he had taken a knee, as they'll start at the 21-yard line. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. And that last drive, a long drive, but not just that. They had a great air attack going. Will they stick with that?
I would think that they would, because if they were confident.
It got his man complete. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. 36 yards on the play. Cousins on 1st down. He's going to let it fly. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Picked off by Jason Verrett. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
Obviously disappointing, but you had to go for broke here, down 2 scores. So that forced you to make some throws you definitely wouldn't want to make. And I think this interception is going to pretty much write an end to this one.
Coleman now. And strong running there gets this up over the 15-yard line. Eric Kendricks in on the tackle. He was close to flirting with that sideline, but able to stay in bounds like his coach wants him to do and keep that clock moving.
Isn't it funny that we're watching this play when we had that discussion just yesterday about this? What do you do in this scenario? What do what's your mindset? It appeared to me that he'd totally forgotten that he needed to stay in bounds, and then in the last second, oh no, I better get down. And he ended up doing the right thing. But at that point, maybe close to letting it slip away.
And losing in this wild card round, they've got something to build on, though, for next year. But I don't know if they want to hear that right now.
Maybe not at the moment, but once they get away from it a little bit and they get into their off-season program, they'll start to talk about that. And I like how you framed it, building blocks, building this program up. And one of my favorite coaches always talks about brick by brick, you build a program. And this is one of those bricks to build them towards the next season where they think they have a chance to advance farther in the playoffs.
So for Charles Davis and our entire crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Next game, guess what? Charles and I will be here again. It's the NFL on EA Sports.